Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Houston Rockets. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And soul, Clark, of both of these teams. They're both very unselfish.
Yeah, it's in their DNA. I think it's a blend, a nice blend of culture and coaching. And they acquire players who fit the way they want the game to be played.
Now here's Jackson. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot from 12. That's good from Miller on the assist by Jackson. Miller's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Pacers. Here's Francis. Olajuwon with a screen on Jackson.
Everybody down in the damn paint.
Here's Francis. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Wells.
Bonzi.
And stolen by Olajuwon. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Oh,
here's
my
Francis.
Bad.
Lays it up off the glass.
And Francis, fearless as a player. Somebody that feels like he can score inside anytime he wants to.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Wells. And the wide open shot from Rose. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good.
Battier.
From here.
Oh, what the hell, Battier?
Good for the basket. Starting off
could have scored that.
1 for 1 with that shot.
Really nice job moving the ball around that.
We're going to get Thomas on the board.
That defense.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Wells. Lets it go with the three. Olajuwon with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Francis. Shoots. And it's Houston with another.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep.
How y'all ain't getting the ball to a lot of line yet, though?
Of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Jackson. Rose. Indiana again missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Thomas a screen. Takes it inside, and that one's good. Francis has got 6.
It's hard to anticipate Francis's drive or what he's going to do.
I guess I'm just going to get my own buckets.
In his offensive attack.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
He don't want to take my picks.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Indiana moving it around. Back to Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Battier against Rose. No good with the wing jumper. And here are the Rockets now.
My bad.
They've got
I saw Battier first, and I was like, nah, I ain't going to him. What the hell?
Olajuwon against Miller. Here's Francis. Back to Olajuwon.
Damn. It gave me a weird-ass animation. Wouldn't let me get past Miller.
Jackson with it. Pass to Miller. Shoots over Elijah. That's good for Miller on the assist by Jackson. Miller's got his second basket of the night.
And you can't leave someone uncovered on Jackson's squad because he's just too consistent.
What the heck? Bro, come on, damn.
Now, here is Battier.
Kenny, get your ass out the damn paint.
Right side. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Indiana. 6-point game. Out to the wing. Now, here's Wells, guarded by Crawford. And that one, good.
Got to convert those chances in tight.
We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is
coming
right
out
now.
Look like taking out Kenny.
Communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Jackson. The Rockets making the shot. Crawford with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range
Sorry,
shot,
Mark.
that's not an easy one.
He was right there in my face.
That tight.
To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon.
I called for it because he wasn't paying attention.
And this offense is in a perfect
But I shouldn't have had a call for it.
And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's Indiana with it. The Rockets making the shot. Bobbed up there for Wells. And then dunk by Wells.
Monzie.
Hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Francis following the score by Indiana. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Wow,
Go on,
making
Kenny.
sure of that.
There's 37 seconds left in the first. Now here's Jackson. He has yet to score. To the paint. O'Neal.
Has Jermaine O'Neal scored yet?
There. Elbow shot is on the way. Yep, that one goes in there. Wells has got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always
Jamal Crawford ain't known for his
trying to
defense.
Make the right play.
Here's Francis. He's got 6. Crawford is screen on Jackson. Here's Francis. Takes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Houston on top, leading by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Look at the score.
Here's Francis.
The hell? I called for screens. He said, what the fuck is the game doing?
Best passes to O'Neal. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Houston leading by 11. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. 6 on the shot clock. Foster against Olajuwon. Shoots over Foster. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. And Greg, of course,
Olajuwon got that jumper.
This year, Michael Jordan coming back into the league.
Who?
And he showed it in his first year back. He still has it. You wonder if this might be the last run, though. Still always a treat to watch the GOAT.
Still up by 11, though.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Crawford outside. Pass to Francis. It's good from long range. Francis has got 16 points here in the second half.
Oh, nice to see Francis knocking down the triple. Timeout. They need more of that.
So he got, what, at least 24.
Timeout.
Score way higher than I wanted to be, but we'll let it slide.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, I listened in on Isaiah Thomas's huddle. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here is Miller.
Damn, I did not think they'd go pass it right there. I thought they'd go have him catch on the elbow.
Miller's got 21 in the game.
I mean, on the baseline.
The spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And this sort of awesome dunk
might be the thumbnail right there.
This team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Jackson,
bro, you 6'8". Shut up.
Wells. And again, another assist.
A tremendous feed. There are only 3 players ahead of him in career assists.
It's remarkable, isn't it? One of the greatest passers this game has ever seen. Here's Francis, guarded by Jackson. And hammered home.
He's just a pure scorer. Francis comfortable scoring from just about anywhere in the building.
Maybe that's the thumbnail.
Play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside Jackson. Pass to Miller. Olajuwon with the block.
Okay, that's good. Find somebody.
13. There's a screen.
Yeah, my bad.
Just 5 on the clock. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Boy, it's been attack after attack from Hakeem in this one. He's not giving the defense any breaks.
Indiana's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Jackson dishes to Wells. Pass to Rose. 6 to shoot. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Houston.
There we go. Finally, took my screen.
But, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And, you know, when you look at the...
My bad. They were already putting in the right rotation. Should have left it alone, man.
36 seconds left in the game. Crawford passes to Drew. inside. And it's Foster finishing it off.
Nice setup out of the two-man game.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Pass to Crawford. Olajuwon with a screen on Crawford. Clock at 4, and Jamal Crawford gets the 3. And the Rockets lead by 15. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah,
take us out.
What that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Take a break. Take a break.
I just want to get out the game, man.
The first free throw is good.
Captain K-Man.
So taking the W here. They came in here and took care of business like they
Possibly
were
the
home
greatest
team.
backup center on this current league.
They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
That's why they maintain the
Concludes
lead,
first game
probably
of the
because of
NBA
K-Man.
season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Check my highlights first. Got the double-double. I got to do better with that. The controls and animations, man. Nice work. So Steve had 30. Crawford had 18. Mobley. Cat. Moochie had 10 off the bench. Kenny had 9. Battier only had 4 points. Who's going Battier? Well, he had Jalen Rose. But Jalen Rose, wasn't known as a great defender either. Battier, you got to be more aggressive offensively. Even though Kamen was 2 for 6, locking them down on defense. Hernan Gomez was for Patrick Patterson. He had 2. Linsanity begins. Why was the shooting so bad and the score was so damn high? Golly. They didn't play the mayor. I mean, he had 15 assists. Golly, that hurt them. Jermaine only had 12 and 8, but he did have 7 assists. I don't know why he had so many assists. Bender off the bench with 14. Jalen had 15. Brad Miller had 21. Had about 8 on me. Bonzi led the team with 25. All right, y'all, stay tuned. More to come. Remix.